Autobots, roll out!
My name is Optimus Prime!
Be gone!
Hi everyone, I'm Cerberus Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Original Deluxe Class Sideswipe. And this is a cool figure, I'm not going to lie. I still think this guy is a really fun and well-engineered figure, especially for the time that it came out around 2009. It's just a really cool Transformer figure, and I highly recommend that you get him. Even if you don't like Sideswipe, I get it, but me personally, this thing is fun. I love this figure. Now in terms of, I just love the alt mode. I love the silver paint, the blue clear plastic windows. It just makes it look premium and just so damn well thought out. And and then these little tailpipes, they kind of drop due to gravity, which is really cool. Kind of looks at, I love the quadruple exhaust. It looks really badass. Almost looks like his it almost looks like guns coming out or boosters, like he has to get somewhere pretty fast and he has to do 4 times the work just to, I don't know. He just looks super fast and super sleek, and I love it. Some people said that he should have been Blur, especially because of his feet. I agree with that, honestly. I think that would have been really cool. And then when you look at his head, you're like, yeah, that looks like Blur. But anyway, yeah, it is what it is. But hey, I think pinned wheels again, which is really nice on these older Revenge of the Fallen figures. And this was one that I didn't actually have growing up. My stepbrother at the time, he had this, and I was jealous. But I had the Human Alliance one, and I thought it was better. But for some reason, I still loved the Deluxe class figure. So I left. I got this guy recently, and I just, well, not recently, but I got him a few years ago, and yeah, it's really cool. Still lives up to the name. But yeah, so to transform him, you just want to pop out the legs here. You want to come to this rear wheel here, fold these out. Fold these out, fold out the hands. Okay, and then you want to kind of extend that part down. Take the whole hood of the car here, split it. Then you want to lift this part up, rotate or fold down the roof part of the car. Fold that down, fold that in, lift this part up, fold that in, rotate that down, tab the basically you tab the chest to the torso, and that will reveal his head. First ever figure to have drop down ball joints. You want to raise that up, rotate this in like that, fold that little heel spur back, rotate this, fold that in, fold that down, rotate the heel. And then for me, I like to take these car pieces here, fold them in, and then kind of fold them back to kind of homage the Studio Series one a little bit. And there you have him in his robot mode, and it's not as good as the Studio Series in my opinion. Studio Series one is far better in terms of look. I do prefer the transformation on this one though. Now to get his swords out, you just kind of take them from here, and yeah. So the side of the car forms the swords. I always thought that was badass of this figure. It was really cool at the time. It still is to this day. It's still pretty cool at the time. Now, for the comparison between the original and the SS, I prefer the aesthetics of this one. I prefer the transformation on this one, including the alt mode, because this guy doesn't even have the headlights like this one does. This one is far more accurate to the film in terms of the alt mode. This one's far more accurate to the film in terms of the robot. So, kind of like Sideways, I prefer this one in terms of alt mode and in terms of alt mode accuracy and transformation, while I prefer this one over articulation and screen accuracy. So that's pretty much what it is with the Studio Series line for me. I prefer the originals in terms of quality. Yeah, plastic quality is much better on these, and it's also more fun transformations and gimmicks and all that other mess. It's a really cool, fun line to collect, these old movie toys. But anyway, articulation, he's got ball joint shoulders, single, kind of double jointed elbow, which is kind of cool. That's just on purpose, which I thought was kind of cool. He does have folding in wrists, but that's due to transformation. Ball joint at the head, nothing at the waist. Ball jointed legs, but they're hindered due to the rubber connection pieces here. He's got knee bend, which is okay, and then he technically has ankle tilt, but that's due to transformation, and it goes the wrong way. But anyway, yeah, so that's Sideswipe in. So yeah, that's the review for Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipe. I hope you guys enjoy these videos that I make. I personally am enjoying myself making these retro videos. But I guess before we close out, let me go ahead and show him next to his arch nemesis, Sideways, even though this was shown in the Sideways video. Let me see if I can't stand him up there. And then here he is next to Bumblebee, the original Bumblebee from Revenge of the Fallen. Yeah, that's a cool looking set there. I think that looks really cool. A lot of people thought this was Barricade, and I can see why, but yeah. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys are going to stay tuned in for a few more reviews. I'm just doing a bunch of retro videos at the moment. I was going to do Studio Series stuff, but you guys asked me to... Well, no, I asked you guys what would you rather see, Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen or OG Revenge of the Fallen, and you all pretty much said OG Revenge of the Fallen, so I'm going to do those reviews for a little while just to put them out there. Plus, it is the 15th anniversary for the film, and it is my favorite Transformers movie. When I say that, I mean that it's my favorite one because it's the first one that I ever went to go see in theaters. And I remember going nuts over the toys at the time, and I never even got a chance to collect the first one. I never got a chance to collect 07 until much later on in life. But in terms of Revenge of the Fallen, it's what I have the majority of from 09, and it was just a really, really fun line to collect, and I really I miss being a kid in 2009. I freaking hate it that I'm older now and that these toys aren't being sold on store shelves anymore, but hey, it is what it is. But I'm pretty biased towards this film, and yeah, I know its flaws, and I know that it's not a great movie, but it was my first one that I seen in theaters, and I loved it. So, and I can tolerate it now, but it's still one of my favorite films, mainly due to the action and how some of the designs are in terms of the robots. I mainly went to the film to see the robots. I know that I was too young at the time to get any of the adult jokes that were in the film. But man, it was just I still liked Revenge of the Fallen, and I still love the toys. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and please stay tuned for my next couple of videos, which will be on the original Deluxe class Skids and Mud Flat figures. So stay tuned, and I will see you all then. Bye.